Hey guys, it is Sunday morning, August, I don't know, mid-August, 17th, 18th, something like that. Anyways, put the first video out for the channel Thursday or Friday, I'm not sure. Yeah, we kind of skipped a step. We didn't really discuss what, or, bring you guys up to speed with what the channel is and just kind of the direction we're going to go. And we didn't really show you the car. We unloaded all the crap that's in the trunk, but that's about it. Yeah, and I thought I had footage. I'm pretty sure I've done this before, but it was when I was fighting with the distributor and starter and all that jazz, and there was, oh man, that was a long couple of days there. It was probably about 60 hours struggling with broken parts and not knowing what I was doing. Basically, lack of skill and talent on my part. But I learned a lot, and yeah, so we got through that. The car's running pretty decent again. We've been picking away at stuff. But we're just gonna kind of do a brief, or maybe not even brief, do a little bit more in-depth once over of the car and just give you guys the kind of view of it and where we're going to go with the channel and kind of what it's going to be about. So yeah, we'll start with the car now, I guess. Here we go. So try and get back far enough you can see the whole thing. There is the car. Like everybody already knows, 74 Nova, 350 small block, turbo 350 trans. White with blue racing stripes. Wish it was blue with white, because that's probably maybe the way we're going to go with paint anyways, but we'll see. We're a long ways away from that. Engine, yeah, small block 350. I've kind of fiddled around with some stuff already because I lost the other footage, so basically all I've done here so far is new plugs and a couple new wires where I had broken the old ones, putting new plugs in. And then the schmozzle that I had with the distributor, started out just doing, what was I going to do? I was going to do wires, plugs, cap, rotor. And then in the process of that, I ended up busting some wires off the rotor. I don't think I broke them, but me messing around, pushing stuff, kind of finished the deed on them. So couldn't get parts, didn't have the right parts, ended up putting the distributor in and out, the new one, the old one, in and out, probably I'd say easily 10 times, and just couldn't get the car to start anymore. And then finally just decided to start from scratch and bought an entire new distributor assembly, like everything that came with it, cap, rotor, the distributor itself, like everything. So put that in, and sure enough, the car fired up right away. So learned a lot there. And then put a new starter in, because this one, the Bendix on this one, kind of stays engaged or doesn't engage, and it's just kind of real fussy. So I had a new starter, so I threw it in, and then it wasn't aligning properly, and it was grinding and not starting right. And so I just kept, same thing with that, playing around, in and out, new starter, old starter, new starter, old starter. Finally, I've landed on, I just left the old starter in, and the Bendix seems to not be acting up too terribly much on it. So that's where we're at with that. But there's probably, like, there was easily 60, 80 hours of me just pulling my hair out, fighting with this car, trying to figure out what I'm doing and what the car needs, and basically second guessing every decision I made on it. At one point, I just was done and wanted to sell the car and not have the hassle anymore and just buy one that's already rebuilt and done and just enjoy it. But I can't afford that, and that wouldn't make for very exciting YouTube content, me just going to a car dealership. So And I like farting around with this stuff. I just get a little frustrated and pissed off when it doesn't work. I'm sure that's the same with every mechanic. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Paint on the car is not great, but it's not the worst paint ever. The body's in pretty good shape. Like anything, it's got its little blemishes and whatnot, but that's all part of the process, I guess. So I'll just kind of give you guys a walk around and show you all that. Where to start? So these fenders are obviously not, well, maybe they are original, I guess. I don't know what color the car was originally. I'm thinking it was green based on the inner fender here. Green, and the back seat is green, so I don't know if that's original or been swapped out from the same parts car, who knows. Needs a new grille. I'm torn on what I want to do with this front end. I don't like 74s. I just have never loved them at all. I want 68 to 72. So I don't know if we're going to do a front end swap to make it look like a 68 to 72, or if we're just going to leave it and replace everything as is and go from there. I don't know. We're a long ways away from that yet anyway, so yeah, we'll keep touring here. So this is kind of a prequel, I guess, to some videos I did this weekend that you probably won't see for a while, but we've been stuck in the house with nothing to do, so I painted the rims. I did the fronts yesterday and they turned out nice. They look pretty good by themselves. But I did the rears a couple days ago, and wouldn't you know it, I ran out of the same color spray paint. I like the rears better. It's a titanium silver, and the fronts are a dark steel or something. But I like the rears better. I like the silver better. So anyways, you'll see all that stuff in some future videos whenever I get time to get those edited up and put out, and yeah. So let's go interior. The interior on this car is rough. Well, I shouldn't say the interior. The interior isn't bad. The seats are pretty bad. Door seals are pretty much gone. Not pretty much, they're gone. They're garbage. Little rust here. I don't know. That's going to be a winter project, just kind of cleaning stuff up and rust treating and trying to preserve what we have until we can afford to do the body work the way it needs to be done. So interior, Grant GT steering wheel. I don't know. Like, it is what it is. Not my favorite wheel, but it's on there and it turns, so we'll roll with it. Check out that sweet gear shift lever. Chrome skull. That is the badassery just continues. Seat is pretty rough. There ain't much left of it, and just to find a new seat cover is like $450, and I just don't have the money for that right now, so we're just rolling with what we got here. I bought some seat covers. From Princess Auto that I thought would work. I bought 3 different ones. I bought buckets and bench. I figured I could use the bench on the bottom and the buckets on the back, but they weren't wide enough. They were for, like, you know, modern bucket seats that aren't near as wide as this Nova. So they went back, and we're just kind of rolling with the ratty foam right now. It is what it is. Whatever. We're just enjoying the car, so having fun. What else do we got here? A little bit of a rat's nest of wiring from the CD player and stuff that was running to the back for the big juicy stereo that the guy had, and yeah, I don't know, pretty standard stuff. Let's see if I can do this one-handed here. Fold this. There we go. You can see these seats they're pretty rough. I don't even know if a guy would be able to save the seats. I'm guessing we're just gonna have to replace everything. You can see this lovely green. The back seat's actually in pretty good shape. So hopefully we can save it. That beautiful green. Yeah, panels are, I don't know. We won't really know how bad we are here till we take the body down to bare metal and see what we're working with. Carpet's pretty dirty, pretty wore out. But whatever, it's all relative. We get what you pay for, right? And we got a pretty good deal on this car, so. Speakers, I don't know what they are. You can see the seat kind of coming apart there at the top. Just years of exposure wore out the fabric, I guess. And the trunk. Show you guys the trunk. Not that it's that exciting. I did a video of me just kind of trying to clean up the trunk, but it was before I got my tripod and stuff, and I watched the video last night and it's not very good. It's pretty amateur, we'll say that, which is what you get, I guess, when you got a lack of talent like I do. But I don't know if I'll put it out to you guys or not. Let me know if you want to see it. It's basically just me scraping the trunk and just kind of doing some rust prep and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so here is the trunk. I pulled the spare out and painted it yesterday too, just because I was bored and didn't have much else to do. So the rust in the trunk is pretty good. Like, there ain't much there. It's in really good shape. The worst part was kind of in the spare tire well here. And you can see I've kind of scraped it and cleaned it up a bit and then threw some rust check on there. I'm not in love with this rust check stuff. I don't know if I got a bad can or what, but like, I did this 2 months ago and it's still just greasy. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's operator error. I'm not doing something right with it, but yeah, you can see a little rust back here. And then on the trunk deck lid, fairly big spot there by the latch where the paint's just chipping right off. But I mean, for a 46-year-old car that hasn't really been restored, you know, it's pretty good. Yeah, this back bumper, again, the 73, 74 models, not my favorite. They put these big crash pads in here, and I don't know. This rubber's definitely got to go. It's pretty beat up and not great looking, so yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll see. The boss and I haven't really come up, or I guess not the boss, me. I haven't decided what I want to do, so yeah, there's the car. Passenger side, just more of the same. Seat's pretty banged up. Doors are not horrible, but they're a little rough. Interior panels are pretty good. All the window trim and stuff though, like the rubber pieces out here, everything's pretty beat up and wore out, as expected, I guess. But yeah. What else can I show you guys? Just more. Rims all painted up. Yeah, and then the engine, I've been farting around in there, like I said. Some more stuff to do today. Probably gonna put a tack in today, and that might be it. It's supposed to get pretty hot here, like 30 or 32 or something today. So I'll probably end up sitting in the pool and trying to stay hydrated this afternoon. Yeah. So where do I go? I guess I'll set you guys up in the tripod here, and we'll just talk about kind of who I am and where we're at and what we're doing, and just kind of the direction we want to take with the channel, I guess, and go from there. Okay. Yeah, I guess talk about kind of who I am and what we got going here and where we want to go with the channel, just kind of what we're doing. So we live in Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. I work in the oil field as a power engineer doing SAGD, steam assisted gravity drainage. Basically we make steam, pump it down into the ground, heat up the oil and pull it out and sell it. I work for a great little company, couldn't be happier there. And I do a 7 and 7 rotation, so I do 7 days on, 7 days off, 7 nights, 7 more days off. So I get lots of days off in a row, which gives me lots of time, especially when the kids are in school, because we can't really go anywhere or do anything when the kids are in school. So it's kind of stuck here, and I like farting around in the garage. We got 4 sleds now, 3 quads, a side-by-side, a boat. I got a old Honda XR dirt bike all original that I picked up 2 years ago now, and kind of wasn't running, so I spent a bunch of time, got it running again, and it's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun on that. I don't drive it as much as I would like to, but that's life. You got 3 kids and all these toys. It's hard to find enough time to do everything. It's kind of the story of my life. I got too many hobbies and not enough time to do them all, even with 7 days off at a time. Yeah, anyways, so I spend most of my time in my days off in the garage working on something, especially now with the Nova too. That's going to be a big project, obviously. Yeah, I'd love to, just take the whole winter and rebuild it real quick and get it all done, and looking amazing, but that's just not the way life works. I don't have the money to do it all at once, the knowledge or the skill, obviously, as you guys will see in future videos. I'm just kind of winging it and figuring stuff out as I go. I know, the basic principles of most stuff, but I've never rebuilt a car like this before. I've never, like when I was playing with the distributor on this one and trying to set the timing, I've never done that before. I've seen it done on TV, on all the old TV shows. Yeah, so I'm just kind of trying to wing stuff and figure it out as I go and have fun. And been talking about, you're sitting around the garage, you're having a couple beer after you're done farting around with something, and a guy should put a camera in here and record what he does, all the fun stuff that goes on, and crazy little things and stupid jokes and just the nonsense that happens in my garage is a little crazy sometimes. So I bought this Nova, and I thought, well, it's just time to shit or get off the pot. Either stop talking about it or start doing it. So I thought, well, we'll record a little bit and see how it goes. So we did the first video, like the first day we took the car home, the first one I put out that you guys have seen. And it was, I don't know, it's pretty rough, obviously. But it's kind of fun. There's a couple of guys at work kind of enjoy it, and they're kind of, what's the word? Not motivating, but kind of pushing me to keep going with it, have a little fun. So why not? I've seen a couple other little small channels with a lot more knowledge and skill and talent than I have on the mechanical side, and those guys are doing good. They make a little bit of money every month just to kind of keep their builds rolling, and that's kind of cool. Like DD Speed Shop in Winnipeg, he was kind of the last one that kind of really pushed me over the edge to, what, let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? You don't get any views, and you still end up working in your garage on your vehicle and having fun, and you do a little bit of extra work editing videos that maybe doesn't accomplish much, but be pretty cool stuff for the kids to watch in 40 or 50 years or whenever I'm gone, or just say, hey, yeah, remember when Dad had that first white Nova he bought, and yeah, I don't know, just history, and it's fun. Why not? Yeah, so DD Speed Shop kind of was the last straw for me. Like, well, this is maybe something a guy should finally just get around to actually trying. So I'm trying it, and we'll see how it goes. I I don't expect to make any money realistically. I just don't think I'll have the content to get the followers and the watch hours that it requires to make, you know, the little bits of money that I might make. But like I said, I'm going to be out here doing this stuff anyways, so why not record it and put it up? And if a couple of guys at work are the only ones that watch it and are entertained by it, then so be it, whatever. I'm out here doing it. So yeah, the build is not going to be fast. Like I said, it's going to be slow. We have 3 kids. You guys have already seen them, I guess, too. Yeah, so we're busy with that, and there's just, like I said, I have too many hobbies and not enough free time or free money to enjoy them all as deeply as I would like. So we'll just keep picking away at this slowly, and I'll put out some videos here and there. It's I can't see it being even 1 a week, maybe 2 a month. I just figured out here this week how to get the stuff off my camera onto the laptop. I was having a nightmare of a time getting the pictures and videos to load, so just got that done the other day, and then I ended up putting the learning editing software and putting a video out like the next day or 2 days later. So it was pretty quick once I got them on there and kind of fumbled my way through things, and that was the video you guys seen. The I can't remember what I titled it. Start of 74 Nova build, dummy buys first muscle car. If I can figure out, I'll link it around here somewhere. I don't know. I'm new to this stuff, so I'm trying to figure it out. What else? I feel like I'm probably rambling on. This video is probably getting a little long. So we'll wrap it up here, and maybe I'll try and get this one edited, like just a real rough edit, and get it out. So everybody kind of figures out what the channel is and where we're going with it, and go from there. One thing I should add, it's not all just going to be car stuff too. I do a lot of other stuff in here. What's today? Sunday. Friday I did an epoxy coffee table. I've been wanting to do an epoxy table for quite a while, and just worked out that we had epoxy here and free time to do it, so I did one. I recorded all that jazz. We'll throw that up at some point here too. But yeah, just basically BUBS Builds is going to be basically just following me around in the garage, and it's kind of chronicling the what I do out here, basically. I don't know. You're probably not going to learn much on this channel, if anything, but maybe you'll be entertained, and that's enough for me, I guess. Anyways, yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.